Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're gonna do this beautiful pattern, a small cute little backpack. Here it is. It looks like this. It opens up like this and you can easily open up this backpack here, and it is a perfect for your small items, for your AirPods, for your keychains. It's big enough to hold your this small items, one or two. Here it is, and it simply closes up like this. Here it is. It looks like this from the back. And for this particular project, I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this one I've used a 3 mm of the hook. So let's begin. Okay, so for this one we're gonna have our yarn and we will have a magic circle here. So just have your magic circle, just put your yarn around your fingers like this and have an axe here and put the second string of yarn at the back. Have your hook and insert your hook like this. Now grab the second string of yarn through this first string of yarn and turn your hook like this, and this is your magic circle. Now here I'm going to have chain one. Now this chain one is not a stitch. I have just made this chain one to secure this magic circle here. And now into this magic circle for our round number 1, we're going to have 5 single crochets. So insert your hook into this magic circle and grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet. Insert your hook again, grab your yarn and have your second single crochet, 3, 4 and 5. So here have your 5 single crochets, and now we're going to pull over this end. So pull this magic circle and make a circle here. So you're going to pull our magic circle tight, and here it is. We got over this first 5 single crochets, and now we will go to this first stitch. So this is our first stitch. Insert your hook into this first stitch and grab your yarn, and here you're gonna have 2 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and spool your yarn through both the loops, and this is your first stitch of your round number 2. Now if you want, you can have a stitch marker here. So always have your stitch marker because you will remember that this is your first stitch. So have your stitch marker on this first stitch of your round number 2. And now here for our round number 2, we're going to have 2 single crochets into each stitch. So by the end of our round number 2, we're going to have 10 single crochets. So here it is. This is our first single crochet. I'm going to go again into that same stitch, into this first stitch of our round number 1, and insert your hook and grab your yarn and have your second single crochet. Go to this second stitch, and here again we're going to have 2 single crochets. So it's 1 and 2. So we have 4 single crochets in total. Again, go to this third stitch, add up another 2 single crochets here, 1 and 2. So that's our 6 single crochets. Again, go to this fourth stitch, insert your hook and have another 2 single crochets here. And again, go to this fifth stitch and have another 2 single crochets, and that's gonna make our 10 single crochets here. You can always pull this end tight so that there will be no gap in here, and here it is. At the end of our round number 2, we got over this 10 single crochets. Now take out the stitch marker, go to this first stitch of your round number 2, grab your yarn. Here it is. You're going to have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and this is your first stitch of your round number 3. Now here we're going to have 1 single crochet for this first stitch, and we will go to the second stitch, and here we're going to have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. Here it is. So we got 1 single crochet here and then 2 single crochets into this second single crochet. Again, into this next stitch we're going to have 1 single crochet, and into this next stitch we're going to have 2 single crochets into that one stitch. And keep on repeating this pattern. Again, into your next stitch have 1 single crochet, and again into the stitch after that have 2 single crochets into that one stitch. And by the end of this round number 3, we're going to have our 15 single crochets, 1, 5. So keep on repeating this pattern. Here it is. Here at the end of my round number 3, I got this 15 single crochets. Now I'm going to take out this stitch marker and I will go to this first stitch of my round number 3, and we'll grab the yarn and we'll have one single crochet here, and this is my first single crochet of my round number 4. Now for my round number 4, first 2 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So this is our first stitch. Go to this next stitch and have one single crochet here, and into this third stitch we're going to have 2 single crochets into this one stitch, 1 and 2. Again, next 2 stitches, have one single crochet into each stitch, and into this third stitch have 2 single crochets into that one stitch. Now keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end of this round, round number 4, we're going to have our 20 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you after that. Here it is. At the end of my round number 4, I got my this 20 single crochets, and now for my round number 5, I'm going to take out my this stitch marker, and we'll go to this first stitch, we'll insert my hook, and we'll have first single crochet of my round number 5. Now here for our round number 5, first 3 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So we got about this first stitch, this is our second stitch, and that's going to be our third stitch. So first 3 stitches, have one single crochet into each stitch, and into this fourth stitch have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. Again, next 3 stitches, have one single crochet into each stitch, 3, and into this fourth stitch have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. And now keep on repeating this pattern, and by the end of this round, round number 5, we're going to have our 25 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you after that. Here it is. After my round number 5, I got my this 25 single crochets, and now for our round number 6, I'm going to take out my this stitch marker, and I'm going to insert my hook into my this first stitch. We'll grab the yarn and we'll have one single crochet here. And now for our round number 6, first 4 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So this is our first stitch. Go to this next stitch and have one single crochet. Go to this next stitch and have one single crochet, and go to this next stitch, your fourth stitch, and have one single crochet. So first 4 stitches, you're going to have one single crochet into each stitch, and into this fifth stitch, we're going to have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. And now keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round, and by the end of this round, you're going to have your 30 single crochets, 30, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. After my round number 6, got my this 30 single crochets, and now for your round number 7, I'm going to take out my this stitch marker. We'll go to this first stitch, grab the yarn, and have your first single crochet here. And here for first 5 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, go to this next stitch and have one single crochet, go to this next stitch, your third stitch, and have one single crochet, go to this fourth stitch and have one single crochet, and go to this fifth stitch and have one single crochet. So first 5 stitches, have one single crochet into each stitch, and into the 6th stitch we're going to have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. And keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round, and by the end of this round, you're going to have your 35 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. I got my this 35 single crochets by the end of my round number 7, and now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker, and for my round number 8, I'm going to have one single crochet into each stitch all the way around. So keep on having one single crochet into each stitch all the way around, and by the end of your this round, round number 8, you're going to have your 35 single crochets, one single crochet into each stitch. Remember, we are not going to have any increase here, so just keep on having one single crochet into each stitch, and I'm going to meet you after my this round, round number 8, with my 35 single crochets. And here it is. After my round number 8, I got my this 35 single crochets, and it looks like this. Now for your round number 9, we're going to start building our pattern from here. So take out the stitch marker and go to this first stitch and have one single crochet here, just like this, and put the stitch marker back on. So for your round number 9, first stitch, have your one single crochet, your normal single crochet, and for your this second stitch, we're going to have one half double crochet, but we will not have our half double crochet in here. We will have our half double crochet into this space, into our round number 7. So this is your round number 8, this is your round number 8. We will go down to our round number 7 in here. this is the space. We will go here. So for that one, yarn over, and instead of having your half double crochet like this, we will not insert our hook into this round number 8. We will go down to this round number 8, and this is your round number 7. We will insert our hook into this round number 7, and we will grab the yarn from here, and you're going to have 3 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and spool your yarn through all 3 loops like this. Again, your next stitch, we're going to have 1 single crochet here. So just go into this next stitch and have 1 normal single crochet here. Now again, into this next stitch, we will not work on this round number 8. We will go down to round number 7 here, and we will insert our hook here. So for that one, yarn over, just go to this round number 7 here and grab your yarn, and you're going to have a slightly longer half double crochet here. So just yarn over and spool your yarn through all 3 loops, and we're going to repeat this pattern. So again, for your next stitch, have 1 normal single crochet, yarn over, and for this next stitch, go down to this stitch, and here on your round number 7, you're going to find your space here, insert your hook, grab your yarn over, and spool your yarn through all 3 loops. Now keep on repeating this pattern, and because we are having uneven numbers of stitches, we are having 35 stitches. Our first stitch and our last stitch will be the same. So here, as we have started with our 1 normal single crochet, our last stitch here will be our normal single crochet. So keep on having your pattern, keep on repeating this pattern, and I'm going to meet you here, and you're going to have your 35 stitches in total. You're going to have your 35 stitches, and your last stitch will be a normal single crochet. And here it is. I'm at the end of this round number 9, and I got this normal single crochet here, my 35th stitch. And for your round number 10, we're just gonna take out the stitch marker, and here, as we have this normal single crochet, here we're gonna have our first longer half double crochet. So remember, at the start of our round number 9, we got this 1 normal single crochet as our first stitch, and for our round number 10, we're gonna have our longer half double crochet, this stitch, our longer half double crochet, as our first stitch of our round number 10. So yarn over, and here it is. This is your next stitch. So we will not go to this stitch here on your round number 9. We will go to round number 8 here, and we will find our stitch, our space here. Insert your hook into this space and grab your yarn, and have 1 longer half double crochet as your first stitch of your round number 10, and have your stitch marker here. Here it will look like this. And now keep on repeating this pattern. So we're gonna repeat our normal pattern here. So again, our next stitch here on top of this longer half double crochet, we're gonna have 1 normal single crochet like this. Yarn over, go to this next stitch, and this is our normal single crochet, so we will not work on this stitch. We will go down to the stitch on this round number 8. We will find our space here and grab a yarn and have 1 half double crochet here. Again, your next stitch will be 1 single crochet, and your next stitch will be a longer half double crochet, and here you got your single crochet. So just yarn over, go down to the single crochet on your round number 8, insert your hook and grab a yarn and have 1 longer half double crochet. And now keep on repeating this pattern until the end of this round, and by the end of this round, round number 10, again you're going to have your 35 stitches in total, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And because we have uneven numbers of our stitches, your last stitch will be a longer half double crochet here, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. And here it is. I'm at the end of my round number 10, and I'm going to have this longer half double crochet as my last stitch, my 35th stitch. And here it is. That's how we're going to finish our this round number 10. And now keep on repeating your round number 9 and round number 10 until your round number 20. So again, for your round number 11, you're going to repeat your round number 9 here. So just take out the stitch marker, and this is going to be your first stitch. And as for our round number 9, we have our first stitch as our normal single crochet. Just go to this next stitch and have 1 normal single crochet here. Put the stitch marker back on, and your second stitch will be a longer half double crochet. So here, go to this next stitch. This is your normal single crochet of your round number 10. So we will not work on this stitch. We will go down to this normal single crochet, yarn over, go to this round number 9 here, insert your hook and grab a yarn and have your longer half double crochet. Go to this next stitch and have your normal single crochet. Now keep on repeating this pattern and keep on repeating your round number 9 and round number 10 until your round number 20, and I'm going to meet you after my round number 20. Remember, each round will have 35 stitches, including your single crochets and your this longer half double crochet. You're going to have your 35 stitch for each round until your round number 20, and I'm going to meet you after my round number 20. And here it is. After my round number 20, my work looks like this. It's here. And now for our round number 21. Now round number 21 is going to be a crucial round because we have uneven number of stitches here, odd number of stitches here. That's going to be a little tricky for us to do our round number 21. So please keep an eye on our round number 21. So here for your round number 21, your first stitch, go to this first stitch and have one single crochet here. So you're going to have one single crochet here, put the stitch marker back on, and here we're going to have chain 1. And now skip your next stitch. So have your chain 1 and skip your next stitch, and into next 2 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1 and 2. Again, chain 1, and now we're going to skip our next stitch, and into our next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next 4 stitches, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So have chain 1 here, skip your next stitch, and now into next 4 stitches, have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here it is. Now again, chain 1, skip your next stitch, and into this next 2 stitches we're going to have 2 single crochets into each stitch. So it's 1 and 1, and again chain 1 and skip your next stitch. Now next 5 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next 5 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. After this 2 single crochets, have chain 1, skip your next stitch, go to this next stitch and have one single crochet here. So next 5 stitches we're going to have one single crochet. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Now again, chain 1, skip your next stitch, and into this next 2 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1 and 1. Again, chain 1, skip your next stitch, and into next 5 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So skip your next stitch, have your chain 1, skip your next stitch, and next 5 stitches have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Now chain 1, skip your next stitch, and into your next 2 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1 and 1. Again, chain 1 and skip your next stitch, this one, and remaining 4 stitches we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is the end of our round number 21 here. And now for your round number 22, we're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So for that, just take out the stitch marker. This is your first stitch. Go to this first stitch, insert your hook, and have one single crochet here. You can put the stitch marker back on. And here, go to this chain 1 space, insert your hook, grab the yarn and have one single crochet. Go to this next 2 stitches and have one single crochet here as well for each stitch. Again, you're going to have your chain 1 here, insert your hook and have one single crochet here. Again, next 4 stitches, you're going to have one single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and again into this chain 1 space have 1 single crochet. So keep on having 1 single crochet on each stitch, including your chain 1, and by the end of this round number 22, we're going to have our 35 single crochets. And here it is. After my round number 22, I got my this 35 single crochets, and now I'm going to take out my this stitch marker, and I will go to this first stitch of my round number 22, insert my hook, and we'll grab the yarn, and we'll have 1 slip stitch here. Now keep on having 1 slip stitch into each stitch from your previous round. If you want, you can put the stitch marker here. So keep on having 1 slip stitch into each stitch from your previous round. And for this round, round number 23, you're going to have your 35 slip stitches. So keep on having 1 slip stitch into each stitch, and I'm going to meet you at the end. Here it is. I've got my this last 35th slip stitch here, and now I'm going to cut my yarn, and I will secure my this last stitch. Remember, I haven't made a slip stitch here. This is just my last stitch, my 35th stitch here. And now I'm gonna just gonna take out my this stitch marker, and I'm gonna have my needle here, and here I will go to this first slip stitch. This is my first slip stitch. Just insert your needle into this first slip stitch like this, and grab your yarn, tighten up your work a little bit, and just go to this last stitch. This is your last 35th stitch. Go in between this 2 strain of yarn, in between this loop, insert your needle like this, and just take out your needle from here, and here it is. This is your last stitch, your last nicely knitted stitch. Now this one is going to be your 36th stitch. If you will count this one is going to be an extra stitch here, because this is your extra slip stitch. But don't worry, it's not going to affect our work, because this is our last stitch. So now just take out your this needle from the back here, and now here you can have a little knot here so that you can secure your this stitch, and here just put your this all loose ends in. Here it is. Our pouch is almost ready. Now for this straps, we're just gonna have our 4 straps of this yarns here. So for that one, just have your yarn and simply have an idea. Put your yarn around your this pouch like this, and just leave a tail here, so that you will have an idea that this much of yarn you're gonna need here. So I'm gonna need this much of yarn here. I'm just gonna cut just gonna have a little longer one, so I'm just gonna cut in here, and this is the yarn I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna have 4 strain of yarn like this, and now we're gonna work on this chain 1 spaces here. So this is your chain 1 space from your round number 21, and we're gonna work on this chain 1 spaces. Now this is our last stitch. Here it is. This is my last stitch. If you can see it, this is my last stitch. I'm gonna put this last stitch at the back, so I will turn it, and here I'm gonna find this 2 stitches. Just find any 2 chain 1s. In between you're gonna have your 2 single crochets. So this is the stitch. Here I have this chain 1 space, then I'm having this 2 single crochets and this chain 1 space. I'm gonna find this space here, and now insert this 4 strain of yarn into this stitch, this chain 1 space, and simply grab it. Now leave your this 5 or 4 stitches here, and you're gonna find your next chain 1 space. Simply take out this yarn from here, again this is your next chain 1 space after this 2 stitches. So just insert this yarns in and grab it. Again, skip your next 5 or 4 stitches. You're going to find this chain 1 space here, take out this yarns from here. So again, skip all the stitches, and you're going to find this chain 1 space again, and simply insert this yarns from here, and here it is. Adjust your length. If you have some excess yarn, we can always cut the yarn later on. And here it is all done. Simply just grab this one and it closes up like this. And if you have some excess yarn, we can always cut this excess yarn, so don't worry about this. And here, now we're gonna do the cover of this one. Okay, so for this cover, we will repeat our pattern, or we will repeat our this bottom pattern. You can rewind the video and just go back and start the video from the beginning, and you will understand that how I have started my this pattern. So we're basically just repeating this pattern. So we will start with the magic circle, and we will have 5 single crochets into our this first round, then 10 single crochets into our this second round, then third single crochet we're going to have 15 single crochets, and our round number 4 we're going to have 20 single crochets, and for our round number 5 we're going to have our 25 single crochets. So just keep on repeating this same pattern until your round number 5. Here it is. After my round number 5, it looks like this, and I've got my 25 single crochets here. And now for your round number 6, I'm going to take out my stitch marker, insert your hook into this first stitch, grab a yarn and have 1 single crochet here. Put your stitch marker back on, and here, first 4 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So this is your first stitch. Go to the second stitch and have 1 single crochet, go to this next one and have 1 single crochet, and go to this next one and have 1 single crochet. So here, first 4 stitches, we got about this 1 single crochet into each stitch. Now into this next stitch, we're going to have 2 single crochets. So it's 1 and 2. Now again, we're going to repeat this pattern for one more time. So again, next 4 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now into this next stitch, we're going to have 2 single crochets. So it's 1 and 2 here. Now, next 3 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. So it's 1, 2, and 3. And here, we're going to chain up 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain up 5, and now we will go to this next stitch, and here we're going to have 1 single crochet into this one stitch here, like this. Now into this next stitch, have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. It's 1 and 2. Now again, we're going to repeat the pattern. So for next 4 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And next stitch, we're going to have 2 single crochets into this one stitch here. And again, remaining 5 stitches, we're going to repeat our pattern. So first 4 stitches, we're going to have 1 single crochet into each stitch. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And into this last stitch, have 2 single crochets into this one stitch. And this is the end of our round number 6. Now here, take out the stitch marker, and we're going to have 1 slip stitch into each stitch until here. So we're going to have 1 slip stitch, and these are the 15 stitches here. So just keep on having 1 slip stitch into each stitch. So this is your first stitch. Insert your hook and grab your yarn and have 1 slip stitch. Now here we're going to have our stitch marker. Again, go to this next one, grab your yarn and have 1 slip stitch. Now keep on having 1 slip stitch for your this first 15 stitches until here, and I'm going to meet you here. Here it is. I got my this slip stitches and I'm here. So got this 15 slip stitches here and I'm here. Now on this chain 5 space, we're going to have 8 single crochets. So insert your hook into this chain 5 space and grab your yarn and have 1 single crochet. You have 2 single crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So have 8 single crochets here. And now this remaining 5 stitches, we're going to have 1 slip stitch into each stitch. So here it is. This is your first stitch. Insert your hook into this first stitch, grab a yarn and have 1 slip stitch here. Go to this next one, insert your hook and have one slip stitch. Now keep on having one slip stitch into each stitch for your remaining stitches until the end of this round, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. Here it is. I got my this all slip stitches now, and I'm gonna take out my this stitch marker, and here I'm just gonna cut my yarn. I'm gonna leave a little longer tail here because we're gonna attach our this cover with our this project. So just leave a little longer tail, just like this is not enough, and just gonna secure my this last stitch, and I will go to this next stitch, insert your hook, insert your needle like this, and simply just take out your this yarn from the back, just like this here. Just what we have done here. At the end, I've repeated the pattern here. Now we're just gonna leave this one, put this end in, so just hide this one in, do not hide this one, we're gonna need this one. So I'm just gonna meet you after that. Here it is. And now we're gonna have our this yarn, and I'm gonna leave a little longer tail just like this, and just have a slip knot here. So leave a little longer tail, something like this, and have your slip stitch here like this. Now this is my loose end and this is my working yarn. This one is attached to my yarn. Here it is. And this is my working yarn and this is my loose end, if you can see it here. So have your this working yarn in your hand and have your this loose end here. Now wrap it up on your this hook like this. Now yarn over and spool your yarn through both the loops here. Again, go to this for second time, yarn over and pull your yarn through both the loops. This is your second stitch or second chain. Again, go on. This is your third chain. Again, your fourth chain, your fifth chain, and your sixth chain, and your seventh chain, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And now chain 1 and cut your yarn. Now here we are gonna have exactly the same for our second chains. So repeat this process and have your 12 chains for one more time, and repeat the same process and have 10 chains for one more time. So here this one is 12 chains. We're gonna need another set of this 12 chains, and we're gonna need another chains with only 10 chains, not 12, 10 chains, and I'm gonna meet you after that. So here it is. I've got this 2 sets of 12 chains, and this one is with the only 10 chains. And here I'm just gonna have my this needle, and I will attach my this strap here on top of this cover. So here, just find your space here. We're gonna work on this 1, 2, 3, and 4 stitches just at the back here, and we are gonna attach our this strap here, just like this. And now just have a needle like this and go after your 1 or 2 stitches just here like this, and simply attach your this last or first chain here, and simply grab this one here like this. And now I'm gonna take this one out from some other stitch. So this one is the stitch we have already worked on. So I'm just gonna go somewhere here at the back, and I will grab my this yarn here. So just attach your this strap like this, and now have your knot here. You can have a couple of knots here, totally up to you, and hide this ends in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Now here we're gonna have our this 2 chains. These are the chains with 12 chains, and we're gonna attach this to at the back here. So here, this is your front part. We will go at the back, and we're gonna attach our this 2 straps here at the back like this. Now for that one, we're just gonna have an idea like this. Just have an idea somewhere like this, and I'm gonna go into this spaces. So for that, I'm gonna attach my this. So here, after your this first chains, count like 1, 2, 3, and 4 stitches, and we'll go somewhere here, and we will take out our needle from the back. So here it is. I'm just going to have a very little piece of yarn, and here just want to attach them somewhere here. So I will just have my needle here, and I will attach these two together here like this, and take this out from here just like this. This one will be attached, and here with this small little piece of yarn, have your knot and hide this ends in. Here it is. It is all done. I've attached these two parts together. So now here we're gonna have our this cover, and we will go at the back somewhere here. I'm hiding my this strap inside, so just go somewhere here and have your this yarn. Just keep in mind that your this loop should be in front like this. It should be in front, so just keep that in mind, and there is no particular stitch count again in here. So just have your yarn and simply attach your this cover with your this mini backpack here like this. So I'm having one side of this backpack and one side of this cover like this, and I'm attaching from the back. So I'm having this round number 6 stitches, not on top ones. These ones are your slip stitches, so I'm not taking the slip stitches, I'm taking this back stitches here and attach them together like this. Just have an idea before putting your this all loose ends in. Just cover this up and have an idea. This should go like this. So yes, it's all done. Now hide your this loose end in, and that's it. We're gonna attach our button in here, and that's gonna be the final attachment. And here it is. It is all done, nicely attached. Everything is nicely attached here. And for this button, I'm just gonna have an idea here. So just close this one, and this is your space. So your button should be here. Here. So this is the space. I'm just gonna attach my this button here, and I'm gonna put my this all loose ends in. And here it is. Our mini backpack is ready. Just simply close this one here. First of all, stretch out this straps and close this one like this, and here you got your handle, you got your back straps, and it's all done. Here it is. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share, and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.